Hello everyone, I'm FighterGC and welcome to part 3 of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest. Now in our last part we collected the Spiritual Stone of Fire after crawling into Death Mountain. Then we climbed to the top of Death Mountain and collected the Spin Attack, our first magical ability of the game, but definitely not our last, as you're going to see in this part. And if you're wondering why I'm running around with the chicken, that's because we're going to collect 7 chickens, I believe, located through various parts of the town for this lady here. This lovely lady here. Anju, I believe her name is. I don't believe she has a name in this installment of the game, but in Majora's Mask, I believe her name is Anju. A-N-J-U. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. And I don't believe they mentioned it in this game. But anyway, we're gonna be collecting 7 chickens for her, and for some of the chickens, like I'm gonna show you right now, to get to some of the chickens, you need to use chickens. So, as you can see, you can only get over that fence by using chickens. Contrary to what you might think, you can't actually walk in these buildings to do so. And you can go in these buildings right here, right now, and I can't quite remember what's in there. I believe there's a potion shop here, and that's the back room to another shop. But if I go in right now, it's going to reset all the chickens, and I'd have to do this all again. Not that it'd be very difficult, I just don't feel like doing it again. But there's a chicken located up here. This one always used to elude me. This took me a while to figure out as a kid, you know. But what do you expect? When you're a kid, you really don't know much. Anyway, like I said, 7 chickens, I believe. Don't quote me on it, not 100% sure. That's 2. Here's a third. Like I said, we need chickens to get to other chickens. As you can see right there, as you can see right here, you can't just climb that ledge, you know. It looks like, you know, he might be able to at glance, but you really can't. There's no way around it. You can't, like, trick jump around the gate or nothing. You need that chicken to get to that. You need a chicken to get to that chicken. So, very clever. Very clever little puzzle. Honestly, if somebody didn't show me how to do this as a kid, I probably would have never figured it out on my own. I was, well, I mean, I was a bright kid. It's very difficult for me to think logically sometimes. I mean, I would have never have guessed you could hover with chickens. I don't know, especially like I keep saying, a lot of these mechanics, I don't know if they don't feel like, they feel like they were unheard of at the time. Like, not completely unheard of, but like you didn't really see other games use mechanics like these. Like, I mean, there was gliding and such, like with Knuckles on a... Come here, chicken. Why won't you pick him up? Pick him up! I don't know what the deal is. He won't pick up the chicken. Come on, chicken. There you go. I mean, I know, like, Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog could glide and stuff, and they had, like, similar systems, but I don't know if... I don't know. I have to do some research. Could you fly with chickens on previous installments of The Legend of Zelda, like Super Nintendo installments, or even further back Nintendo NES installments? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, but this was pretty clever. It's a very clever mechanic, if you ask me. I think we have almost all the chickens. They're located just all around town, as you've clearly noticed. Did I get all of them? I think I got all of them. There you go. Anyway, she's going to reward us with a bottle. Again, they're calling them Cocos. I don't really get that. Interestingly enough, in Twilight Princess, those weird chicken critter things, they call those Okos. They just turn the C into an O. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Anyway, now that we have this bottle, I just wanted to grab it real quick, because like I believe I mentioned in a previous part, or sub-part, whatever you want to call it, you can... bottles are incredibly useful Probably one of the most useful tools in this game. You can do so much with them. Collect potions, collect fairies, collect milk, collect bugs, collect just pose. Just all sorts of good stuff you can collect with using bottles. Very useful item. And I don't know if you can collect water in this one. I believe that's only in Majora's Mask that you can collect bottles of water for, you know, watering plants and stuff. I'm not quite sure. I don't even know if you can do that in future installments. Yeah, you can. In Wind Waker you can also, I believe. Sorry, I'm getting off track. Anyway, bottles will probably always be incredibly useful throughout the Zelda franchise. I wonder when they... I don't know when they first introduced them, but, you know, always useful. Should I... Yeah, I'm gonna do this real quick before I go. I probably didn't explain... Hold on, let me buy this. This is the mask that the guard asked us to bring him earlier. Since we're going back to Kakariko Village in a few minutes, sorry. We might as well buy it while we're here. Do him a favor. Be polite. And this man haunts my nightmares to this day. Since I was a child. That eyeless smile. He's so creepy. I've always found him creepy. Even as a kid, I found him creepy. Even today, as an adult, he's still creepy. Anyway, we're going back to... well, we're not going to go all the way back to the castle. There's just a fork in the road over here that I believe I pointed out. And the reason we're coming back here now is because we now have access to bombs. And we're going to use them to blow up this boulder over here. The sign just says dead end. Lies. All lies. See, this is why I've declared war against the signs. They're nothing but filthy little liars. Anyway, climb through this hole. And only young Link can do this. Because, you know, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Wow. Am I ever going to be able to say that on my first try? Without it sounding weird? Without me messing it up? Anyway. Blah blah blah, spoiler, adult Link, etc. Spoiler tag. Ugh. Would it be amazing if you can insert spoiler tags in videos? Like you had it, like there's an optional pop-up that comes up midway through the video, and if you click yes, you get to see the next part of the video. If you click no, it just skips ahead for you. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could set that up with annotations, but that's too much work. Too lazy. Besides, I've done it so many times in the video, it would just take so much effort. I'd have to go back in every video where I drop the ball and say and talk about adult Link. I'd have to put a spoiler tag. Alright, so this is Din's Fire. The second spell of the game. Or actually, does a spin attack really count as a spell? I suppose it does, so... Okay, let's just say this is the first magic ability? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you want to call it. Anyway, it's a spell called Din's Fire. Very useful, very helpful. You're going to be using it... We're going to be using it quite a bit. It has many uses. The most common one is lighting torches. And I believe there's a dungeon that's completely inaccessible without this spell. So you absolutely 100% need this, but that dungeon doesn't come up until much later in the game, after you're an adult. Which we should be coming up to soon. I believe it's only... I mean, it's only one dungeon away. After the next dungeon, we will be finally allowed to become adult Link, which I am so looking forward to. It is probably my favorite part of this game, running around Hyrule as adult Link. He's so cool. Nothing against Kid Link. It's just, you know. All right. So now we're in Kakariko Village's graveyard, and here we're going to be collecting a very special song that will allow us to change the flow of time. Contrary, I mean, well, yeah, well, technically it changes the flow of time because it allows you to go from night to day and vice versa. Uh, Contrary to the Song of Time, which has nothing to do with time actually. Now that I think about it, only in Majora's Mask does it actually affect time. Very interesting mechanic, if you ask me. Also, I just keep giving so much praise to the Zelda franchise. It's just because it's a great franchise. It's just a great series of games. Each game always just incredible. And I can't wait till the next installment. I just hope they go. Some screenshots I've seen, or some, you know, they might be edited. I don't know. Some of the shots I've seen have shown like a realistic style, and I hope they do because they really need to show off the power of the Wii U's graphics card. So I think that's the best way to do it. Go with the more realistic style. I really don't like the cell shading. Some people might be upset by me saying that, but I really don't. Alright, check this out. Use Din's Fire here. And that was supposed to open the gate, but I just realized this is Master Quest, so it is different. I might have to slay all the bats. Hold on. That it? No, there might be one more. Navi, is there any more bats? Yep, there is. Navi, stay on the bat. Hold on. She was locking. She won't lock onto it. Hold on. I thought it fell over there. Navi, lock onto the bat. There it is. Ah! Oh, these bats. They make me so angry. There we go. Well, that's embarrassing. So, I completely forgot about this. And turns out I could have had the Sun Song a lot earlier. Alright, so these guys here are called Redeads. Easily my least favorite enemy of the game. A, because they're creepy and they really creeped me out as a kid. And B, that scream is the most annoying thing in the world to me. It really is. It hurts my ears. It's just terrible. I cannot stand it. And in future installments, it gets even worse and worse and worse. I remember in Twilight Princess, honestly, it's the worst sounding to me. Although their appearance in Wind Waker is the creepiest, if you ask me. Just because the way they're stylized, they look really creepy. They have like really big mouths and, you know, black eyes that light up. It's just, I'm gonna get off it. Well, now we have the Sun Song, and that's the way you slow down they're called Redeads, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. To slow them down, you play the Sun Song, and it'll cause them to freeze into place. Freeze in place. Stop in place? There you go. Stop in place. Stop in their tracks. There you go. Let's just go with that. What was it? Wait, hold on. There you go. It took me a while to remember how it goes, even though I just saw it a few seconds ago. That's embarrassing. See, as you can see, they froze up, leaving them open to attack. Just hit them in the back. They take quite a bit of hits, so I generally try to avoid them. Oh, this is a magic jar. It just refills your magic, like the name implies. But it's much better just to go around them if you don't have a strong weapon. Especially now as young Link, who has only the Kokiri sword, which is fairly useless. So, I'm gonna leave the way we came. Alright, so now we have the Sun Song. Something we definitely needed. Now, I should mention, before I leave, these two tombstones on the side. If you press A at them, a Poe will come out, which is a ghost. If you fight the ghost, it'll be one of two. It'll be two composer brothers that created the Sun Song, and they'll give you clues and hints about how to get to it, and etc. etc. But they take quite a few hits, and I don't really want to fight them. So, and I already know what they say. So, geez, lady, can't you keep your chickens in order? Anyway, now we're gonna head over to Zora's domain, where we will find the third spiritual stone and the third dungeon. And also, yet another potential love interest for Link. For young Link. Young love, so cute. Let me, should I skip ahead? Nah, that's just right here. Just go down the river. Or upriver. Right? Upriver? Because I believe the water's flowing back the other way. So this is going upriver. Again, I'm really embarrassed admitting all this stuff, but as a kid, it took me forever to find that. Oh, jeez. I'm sure you all know what's coming. Oh, just want to show you this. Just want to do this real quick. This is what I love about the spin attack. When you're farming for items or rupees or anything in general, makes it very easy, unless you're surrounded by rocks, but you could always solve that with a bomb or two. Believe it or not, bombs do blow up rocks. Small rocks. Yeah, I already know what to do. Connection to the royal family. That was his hint. I don't know why he speaks so, what's the word I'm looking for? Just get out of here. At least he didn't ask me if I wanted him to repeat. I hate how he speaks in riddles. If he's there to help you, I don't know why he just doesn't flat out say, hey, you need to use this here. And done, and just leave. Say your piece and go. But nah, he wants to be cryptic as always. As you could have guessed, we can't gain access to this area unless we have bombs. Now we need that chicken, but before that, we're gonna talk to this guy over here, who's eating a bag of Cheetos or something. Actually, I believe he's actually eating what he's selling, which are magic beans. Now, magic beans, like I said, you can use in the soft soil, and I like to stock up on them when I have a chance, which is gonna be right now. So, I'm probably gonna, yeah, I'm gonna fast forward as I purchase these a couple of times. Anyway, I could only buy them twice. If I were to farm, I could probably buy more of them, but I don't really want them because now that I think about it, I don't think I'm gonna use them that much. So that was pretty much just a waste of money. But anyway, in case you couldn't tell, he ups the price by 10 rupees every time you purchase them, and then he changes his dialogue. Like, he's like, they're getting very popular, and he's like, you know, they're all the rage and everything, even though you're the only one buying them. So the guy kind of rips you off like that. There's a heart piece up there. Not going to bother getting it. Don't really need it. But if you want it, there it is. I don't quite remember how to get it anyway. Right here, if you stand on the edge of those logs and pull out your ocarina, there will be a number of frogs there. that you can play music for, but I don't have enough songs to satisfy all the frogs. Okay, hold on. You need, I believe there's like 5 frogs, so you need like 5 different songs. I don't think I have that many. I might, I don't know. No, 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 please don't leave. Don't leave. You gotta be careful with this chicken because sometimes he'll just abandon you and he'll fly all the way back to the start. Or actually, I don't need him anymore. Well, you're trying to pick him up. I don't really need him. From here, I think I can just walk. But anyway, yeah, you do need the chicken to make certain jumps. Young Link just can't reach them on his own, but I believe adult Link doesn't have any problem. Oh, jeez, yeah, I kind of needed him to get that heart piece, but whatever, I don't need it. I'm pretty sure somebody somewhere is going to be upset that I didn't get that, but you know, honestly, wait. There's something there? Oh, I thought I saw something. It's probably just Navi. Anyway, as the owl suggested, you play Zelda's Lullaby to gain entrance to this waterfall here, which will lead us into Zora's domain. Probably my favorite city, I guess, I would say. I didn't really like the one in Twilight Princess, actually, because it was just like a watering hole. There was no like buildings or depth or anything. I kind of like the one in Majora's Mask, the Zora city, because it, you know, it kind of felt more like a city than any of the installments. This one, I like the layout, but there's like no doors or no homes or anything that's giving a hint that this area is like lived in. I mean, maybe they all just sleep underwater or something, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the Zora culture. There's probably a website I can go to that'll explain this all to me, but if there's a website I can go to that will explain this all to me, please leave a comment below telling me. Alright, so this is King Zora. We're going to talk to him real quick, and he's going to mention that his daughter is missing, Princess Ruto, and how he's worried. Now we're going to do him a favor and inform him about his daughter. But first, we need to do this. We're going to talk to this Zora here, and he's going to give us a challenge. It's a small diving game for 20 rupees. He's going to throw a bunch of rupees off the top of the waterfall, and we're going to have to collect them within a time limit. And if we do, we get rewarded with a special item that I'm like 99% sure we need it to swim. It allows us to swim a certain depth, you'll see. But like I said, he throws rupees down here, and you need to collect them within the time limit. You can sometimes double up if you're fast enough, or if they're close enough. Like right here. I should have been able to get both of those. I don't know why I didn't. It's kind of tricky while you're diving, because just the controls are a little bit slow. I'm missing one. Where is it? There it is. I think this is the last one. There you go. And then he makes you climb all the way back up to get the prize, but the prize is pretty much worth it, I'd say. Basically, it just allows you to dive deeper into water. As you can see, the little timer goes up, which is roughly he can only dive so low before he's forced back up. Just because, you know, I don't believe that's anything to do with his air. I believe that's just, you know, his buoyancy, his natural buoyancy, or what have you. Even though with the Hylian shield made of metal, he should be able to sink lower, I would think. But, you know, what a graceful dive. Now please, take this. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Zelda reference in a Zelda game. Silver scale. Okay. Now we're going to use this jump back off the waterfall. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I almost hit that rock. That would have been painful. Yeah, so like I said, we needed that silver scale to reach this hole down here, which is going to transport, which is a shortcut to Lake Hylia. We're going to be coming here much later during the game. Right now, we just need this right here, this item. And he missed it somehow, even though he was inches from it. Just go to where the bubbles are and just dive straight down. Come on. Okay. I don't know why I did a little spiral there. I was trying to make it fancy, more exciting. Alright, so we got a letter in a bottle. Sorry, message in a bottle. And we're going to go back to Zora's domain, and we're going to show this to King Zora. The letter is actually from his daughter, Princess Ruto. And thanks to this letter, we're going to be able to gain access to the third dungeon, which is a pretty interesting dungeon, if you ask me. Hold on, let's go back over here. Oh, I just remembered this. Alright, so in a few moments, I'm going to have to speed this thing up. And you are shortly going to see why. I don't understand. Oh. Well, here's what's in the bottle before I show it to him. Help me, I'm waiting for you inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly. I don't know why she's... Please, don't tell my father. Okay. I'm not really sure who she was trying to send the letter to, but we're going to do exact opposite of what the letter told us. I don't know why it won't trigger. It's very tricky when talking to him, when trying to show him the letter. There you go. Gotta wait till Navi locks onto him, and then... That's how you know when you're in the right spot, when Navi locks on. Is it inside Lord Jabu Jabu? That's not possible. Lord Jabu Jabu. I believe Lord Jabu Jabu appears in another Zelda game. Wind Waker, I believe. I don't know if he appears in anything outside of that. He might have appeared in Link's Awakening? I don't remember. But I vaguely remember a large whale in Link's Awakening. Anyway, this is where... This is gonna take a while. It's so obnoxious. It takes him so long to move out of your way. I sped it up for you, but for me, it was torture. It was pure torture. What is that? Am I the only one that saw that? Anyway, there's a magical ability around here. Let me show you where it is real quick. I believe I can gain access to it. I'm not 100% sure. But this right here, this is Jabu Jabu. And in order to gain entrance, to gain access or entrance, yeah, entrance, I had it right the first time. To gain entrance, we're going to need a fish. But before that, I'm going to show you this real quick. Hold on, let me swim over here. As you can see from this hole over here, this is going to be a sub-dungeon later on. We're going to be coming back here, and Lord Jabu Jabu will no longer be here. For some reason that I still don't quite understand. Maybe they just swam him out or something. I don't know. I fail to believe the fish that he just up and died, but maybe he did. Maybe he doesn't like cold water. You'll see what I'm talking about later. I'm sort of ruining it for y'all. Where is this place? There's a small, like, there it is. I think it's over here. See, there's a small lip right here. And there's a boulder. There's these couple of boulders, but if you place a bomb around this area, I believe. There's a breakaway wall. There you go. The wall breaks away and it reveals a hidden area. And over here is another spell. I believe it's Nairu's Love. But it might be Fior's Wind, because I don't remember where Fior's Wind is. Here we go. We'll find out in a moment. Doo-doo. Such a wonderful melody. That's right, I said wonderful. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Alright. Another great fairy. I I wish they had like color coordinated them, or at least made them slightly different to each other, because they all look the same. It really kind of bugs me whenever video games have characters that look exactly the same. I understand it's an old game and has limitations, but you know, some effort would have been nice. Yeah, I think this is Fjord's Wind. It's green, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Yep, Fjord's Wind. As I was explaining, it's just a warp spell. You'll teleport to the warp point when you first use the spell. Basically, if you enter a door, you use the spell, and you leave, and then later on, if you want to come back to that door for whatever reason, you use the spell again, and it'll teleport you back. Now, it doesn't really... like she said, you can only use it in dungeons, and it's not particularly helpful if you ask me. The dungeons aren't usually like obscenely big. Like a spell like this might actually come in handy in maybe like later installments, maybe like Wind Waker or even Twilight Princess, when the dungeons are pretty massive. But in this game in particular, it's not terribly helpful. It has its moments. I believe in the water around here or by Jabu Jabu, if you dive way into the bottom of the water, there's a heart piece, but you can't reach it here. You need the iron boots, and you need to be adult Link. So I'm gonna leave this area. I think I already mentioned you need it to gain. I'm still learning my words. I apologize. To gain entrance to Jabu Jabu's belly, which is the third dungeon, you need a fish. Now, I believe there are some fish swimming around down here, and in hindsight, I probably should have retrieved one earlier, but I wasn't really thinking. I was too annoyed. There you go. I think that's one right there. There you go. All right. So this is where the bottles come in handy. Nope, missed. Come on. I think there's like there's like multiple fish rolling around. A good thing about fish also, if you want to farm rupees, just use your bottles and catch multiple fish, then go to the shop and sell them. Or I don't believe shops buy them. I believe there's a person in Kakariko Village who's just outside the shop sitting on the carpet, I believe, or something. Or no, when you're young Link, he's in Hyrule Town. When you're adult Link, he's in Kakariko Village, and you'll see why. But if you go to him and you sell him fish, I believe he pays 50 rupees per fish. So if you want to farm rupees very quickly, that's a good way to do it. That's one of the ways I've done it, actually. But he'll buy pretty much anything. So anyway, we come up to Jabu Jabu. Wait. Before I do this, I'm going to take out this sign here. Alright. Sign's done for. Let's do this. So you drop the fish down right in front of him. Plop. Oh. Now that looks tasty, don't it? Uh-oh. I like how immediately Link regrets his decision. And into the depths.